Hi, it's now mid-August, so the time of the berries in the forest and the mushrooms and the hunting season. To compare the August and the midsummer, the main difference is that now there is a darkness at night time. The sun will set down maybe at 8 p.m. and rise not before 4 a.m. So there is a dark period, and that means that all the animals living here are exposed to melatonin. So they get and they get the information that okay, now it's the time for preparing for the winter. And other thing where they are exposed not only on darkness, but also it can be quite cold at the night. Last night it was maybe 10 degrees of Celsius, but it can be even close to zero or even below zero. So the animals are exposed also to cold environment. In the daytime it can be quite rising even 20, but anyway it's quite cold in the night, and that causes that okay, there's also a lot of moisture, so the humidity is high. And all the animals, and also of course the plants, are now preparing for the winter. They are eating as much as possible, for example these blueberries, and getting the fat storages like the birds. Or in this pond we have these crucian carps. They are eating as much as possible because they are having then the sugar storages for the long anoxic period in the winter. So they can then produce the energy with the glycolytics. Okay, and this week we will focus on the muscles. Well, why on earth we are focusing only on one organ? No, we are focusing for one purpose. Because if you are fast enough, you can get the prey, or you can escape from the predator. So it's a life and death. And okay, you know that okay, we have three different kind of muscles. We have smooth muscles, we have cardiac muscles, we have skeletal muscles. But even in skeletal muscles, we can have different type of muscle cells. Some muscles are fast, some are slower. Some are using more glycolytic pathway to produce the energy. Some are using more oxidative phosphorylation. And that affects that, okay, then some of these muscles we can use for very fast, short running, escaping or hunting. But then some others we can use for long term. And that causes, okay, although the movement, for example, in mammals, it's done pretty much same way. We have the same kind of bones and same kind of muscles that are moving these bones. Either the bending or the rotating, etc. But still, because we have different kind of muscle cells, different combinations. So that's why some animals are very fast for a short while, and some are, like humans, we can just walk and walk and walk and walk, or even a little bit running. So we are more on this long distance. So that's about this week.